Hi, everyone. Most of us, especially during the pandemic, had to go on Zoom a lot and had to virtual meetings. And we all know that dreadful, like, black box. But I want to tell you something about a game changer. It's a cloud based video conferencing called GoBrunch, and it takes it to the next level. Like, if you're an artist, want to connect with your family, you want to have a community, you could have your own permanent room, you could have a whole webinar. It's just endless possibility. I'm on the main page of GoBrunch, and I could just show you how you could have your own room. You could choose your custom background. You have your workshop, you could have events. It's so beautiful. It's like a all-in-one solution. The recording on cloud, you could have that too. You also have branding and customization, multiple screen sharing too, which is awesome, and multiple rooms. You even have like a workspace office. You don't have to send someone like a link. You could have the permanent link and they could go in and hang out anytime. Awesomeness. Each room that you could create, you could bring in your personality with it too. So as you can see here, you could do the meeting. If you're an artist, you could do a showcase. It allows you to even embed videos, embed images. For example, I personally love pandas. I personally love taking pictures, and I'm gonna build like a site to showcase all my photos, all my videos, panda video, and just have the community come and see everything I have. So let me jump in and show you the start of the room. So if you go to GoBrunch and then you sign in, I log in. And right now, I'm going to show you a permanent room that I created for my husband. He's in there. I want to pop in to say hi just to show you. Now we're in his room. The first thing you do is when you go in, you click, it reminds you to click on a circle. You could sit here, sit there. And once you click on a circle, hey, how are you? See, he's still waiting for me. You just hang out? Oh, cool. And we have seats for over here. We have another guest. Who's the other guest right there? And then you see over here, there's Foo's logo. And there's also my icon too. And you see down here, okay, Foo, we're gonna leave you, okay? See you later. We're gonna leave the room. So leave Foo. He's working on a project, so we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave him alone, right? We won't bother you. We're gonna leave, exit the room. So once we exit the room, I'm gonna show you how to actually create your own room, like you just saw Fu sitting there working. What you do is you click on co space, and it's so friendly. This soft. Let's name it how about we name it the Panda Bamboo Forest. And then this is not a test, then you do next. And then you could also have a personal password. In this case, for demo, I'm not going to. So I'm going to say, if you choose yes, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to collect at this time. And then the wonderful thing about these rooms is that you have additional like sub rooms, breakout rooms. So I'm going to select 7. And you could also decorate all your breakout rooms. And I might choose, this is the layout that Food chose. I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to create just like that in a snap. I have my bamboo forest. And then down here, I have like all my other rooms that I created, for my family member and everyone, which is really cool. Here's a room, my permanent office. I can go in. And once I go in, I could select where I'm sitting. And if you look down here, there's a choice of doing the turning off the cam or turning on the square cam is this one. So you see me here, and then I could also choose like the circle cam right there. So you have 2 options. If you're presenting, I suggest, choosing just a cam so it's a little bit bigger. So you have both options of that. And here's the microphone. And in there, you could choose and select which one. You could record the session too. Here's all the attendees. You could disable all their circles cam. You could search. You could disable their mic. This is So many possibilities. You could actually change your background. Like if you get bored of this, you can go here and go to the background editor. And I could actually customize my own room. I could upload like a picture. Let me just put in like a panda picture. I could add this to the room. I could add music to the room. Here's embedding videos. And then I could paste my code. Like if I went to YouTube and I could paste that in and then the video pops up. So I'm going to show you how to customize the room a little bit more and add the link. So if you want to customize the URL to this room, you could pick any name you want. Hi, Sean. That's the name of one of the pandas. I hit OK. And then my URL, voila, is created. And I hit OK. And so look at the right here. This is gobrunch.com/Taishan. So now I have a Taishan room. I can go back into this room and I can do, the room setting like I showed you before, where you could change to a larger room. If you scroll down, you could have 13 seats, hit updates. Voila, it's very fast. The software does not lag. And then I could go to my all rooms and I could see everything I have, or I could delete the room too. So I'm back in here and let me go pick my seat and I could remove the logo here, or I could add in my own. And let's go back into this room, background editor. And as you can see here, there's a toolbar. You could actually add more circles and you could add the image like I showed you earlier. And you could make it rotate. There's also bring it to the front with the image. And right here, you could embed your video. If you went to YouTube, you could put the snippet there. You could also integrate with Canva too. So this is pretty wonderful. And you add your text here. You could add the name of the room, hangout room. And then here you got text style, background, the height. It is just endless possibilities in this here. So you hit save. There you go. Go back to this room. On-demand videos. Here you could upload your pre-recorded videos. It will automatically play as someone enters the room. I think this is really great. It keeps you organized so you're not fumbling to find things. There's no interruption. All you do is just add your video file here and put it in there and then it'll just play. You could have a meditation room where you could just set the music to play. You could also add links so it could go to other rooms too. There's just so much wonderful uh, YouTube channel for GoBrunch where they show you a lot of tutorials on how to do different things. And then here I could do a showcase. Call it test. No. So then we could go back and then we could choose a layout for the showcase, could create, and then all your rooms are all in here. We could see all the rooms, right? You could copy the link and send it to someone to go in. And once you go into the room, you can make links to breakout rooms too. And you could change your logo by going here and then you just upload the logo. I think I have my logo here. It's a very simple logo. As you see, I mean, it's not the best. I should make it more transparent, but just for demo purpose, you can see I could add in my logo. Right here, I could subtract out the GoBrunch logo. Of course, find my seating, sit right here, either choose my cam or choose the icon. And then when I go to this room, I could end and lock this room too and go to room setting. And I could change my room layout very easily. I could look at all the preset here. I could change my name. I could have auto seat. So auto seat is good, for people like my mom. Like if I want to have a meeting with her, she's, older, she's not very technical, so it won't confuse her, to choose a seat. So I would create a room that says auto seating. And I want everyone to have the mic, everyone have the cam, everyone have screen share. to test the mic and to join with notification, create like a private room, which I'm not gonna do. And the coolest thing about this, if you're not an artist, if you don't want to customize your room, you can go here and you could change depending on what type of meetings you have. If you have a, let's say you do meditations, you all can meet here and change it to like a gym room or a very zen room. And all you do is you click update. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, look at this view. Like, who wouldn't want to go to a meeting? After you go to one of these meetings, you're going to have people talking. You're going to have people wanting to return. Engagement is very, very important. Keeping the community, keeping people motivated to, work towards the goal. And also, you could enhance the experience. It doesn't have to be boring. It could fit your theme. Like for me, if I was having a meeting with all my panda peeps, I'll make it into a little forest. I have different rooms with different panda names. So you can be very creative, makes your personality shine, your company shine, and it makes you stand out from the rest of the people. So let's go talk about like pricing. Hi, so now we are on AppSumo website for pricing. AppSumo is a place where you could buy lifetime deals, and you just pay once, and you don't pay the monthly fee. So you save a lot in the long run. So good news is GoBrunch is actually on AppSumo right now for $79 to start off the plan. Depending on which tier you get, you have more features. But I think, for the average person, if you just want to use, something different from Zoom, you're meeting with your mother, have a community, you could choose the 79 and be set because that allows you, 200 participants, 40 gigs, 8 organizers, 2 gigabytes of storage for presentation, 15 breakout rooms. And if you want to meet in the middle of the road, I think the best if you have business is either choose the 169 or 239. This way you could have your custom or breakout rooms with the larger plan. You have unlimited organizers. And to me, that is such a small price, 239 for a lifetime deal. I mean, think about how much you save in monthly, payment, and think about all the features that you have and how you could stand out from different companies by having these really creative rooms, how you could showcase all your work, embed media, um, have photos, make it a gallery, and then make a meeting room and a place that people want to return. So I can't encourage you enough to sign up, at least try for the first one. Now we are on the roadmap for Go Brunch just to see what's in the future. You can see on this page there's lots of new features. Some are on backlog. As you can see, they might do live streaming for YouTube and Facebook, a whiteboard, and we all love polls, group chats. There's so much exciting new things that are coming, and I will leave this link below. There's so many things you could do with this. For example, I've seen like someone do a yoga room and have music as you enter and just have that zen place. You could make the room quiet room to go in and have that piece of, zen, and you could do all kinds of things. You could be an artist and you could showcase all your artwork and have all the images and different rooms connecting, have that museum virtual experience. But if you do decide to go brunch, then please let me know what your link is so I could visit your room too. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.